Welcome back to a world full of people shooting at monsters, zombies, evil creatures, stabbing people in the back, throwing people off buildings, and dancing in ways that make us want to point and laugh at them repetitively. I look at you dancing in a weird way on that game. That's funny. But anyway, hello once again, and welcome back to our multiple-part journey into the world of gaming. This is Gaming's Greatest Hits and Misses with Golden Warrior and 4 zeros behind that. See? I shortened it. You don't care. You just want to see what the next 4 Gaming's Greatest Hits and Misses are, don't you? Well, without any further ado, let's jump into the next 4 of Gaming's Greatest Hits and Misses. Next to stand up and take center stage is another of Gaming's Greatest Hits, and that would have to be Alan Wake. But not just because it's Alan Wake, because of the amazing story it tells. That's what makes it one of gaming's greatest hits, is that it tells an amazing story with so many twists and turns that you do not know how this game will end. Even when it ends, you're still left with the feeling of wondering what's going to happen next. Will there be a sequel? I don't know. What else makes this one of gaming's greatest hits? There are so many things that make this one of gaming's greatest hits. Firstly, as I said, the story is the thing that makes it one of the best gaming hits there is. And the gameplay, the way you use light to defeat your enemies, that's just so much fun to use. And the achievements you can get in the game, oh, that is awesome. They have so many great achievements, such a variety of achievements, that it just makes me so happy, and it definitely makes this one of gaming's greatest hits. This game is an Xbox 360 exclusive for those of you who don't already know, and haven't seen my 2 other videos, Alan Wake vs. Heavy Rain and the Alan Wake review, which also feature Alan Wake. This is the 3rd video with Alan Wake in it, which makes Alan Wake the most talked about thing on my channel thus far, which is pretty awesome. But back to why Alan Wake is one of gaming's greatest hits. Well, there really isn't much more to say about Alan Wake other than that it is one of gaming's greatest hits, and I will be keeping Alan Wake up here as gaming's greatest hit, and there's really not that much else to say. Sorry, I stumbled over my own tongue there. Now let's move on to one of gaming's misses. Unfortunately, we have to have at least one miss in every series, and here comes the next one, which I don't like talking about misses. It makes me depressed and sad. Oh my god, just make it go away. This is horrifying. I don't want to see it anymore. Make it go away, please. I hate this game. It's another one of those games that I have no idea what the people who made the game are thinking of. Now, Saw is a great movie series up to a certain point. The first movie, second movie, third movie were all pretty good. But this is just a disgrace to the game, to the movie series. I mean, come on, guys. You can't make a game out of something that was never intended to be a game. If you try to do that, this is what usually happens. When a movie transfers to a game, it's usually very bad, and this is no exception. This is very bad. I don't know who in their right mind would want to play this game. The voice acting sucks. The story is just plain awful, and the gameplay is just pointless. I mean, some of the puzzles are repeats of each other, and the fighting system is clunky and uninteresting. I've never played this game. I've watched people play this game, and I still think it sucks. I refuse to play a game that looks this bad. I will not be ever playing this game. I don't care how easy it is to get achievements on this game. I don't want to play a game that I think is very bad. I play games for achievements and fun. If the game is not fun, I don't care about the achievements anymore. That just isn't something I want to deal with. Is there anything good about this that could make this less awful? To be perfectly honest, I haven't been able to think of a single thing that could make this any better than how bad it is. It's just bad. Do not ever play this game. Don't even look at this game. Don't even think about buying this game. If you want to play this game really badly, if you're that curious, just rent it. It's not worth even $2. It's not worth $1. It's not worth 50 cents. It's not worth anybody's time. Just rent it. It's barely worth the rental. I mean, if you have maybe GameFly, you could rent it. Yeah, you rent it if you have GameFly. Other than that, don't waste your money on this crappy game. Okay, let's go on to something a little better. Let's go on to one of gaming's hits instead of this horrible game that nobody wants to talk about anymore. Now, how could I possibly talk about gaming's greatest hits and misses without mentioning our good little fluffy pal, our big ball of fun Kirby, the guy, thing, woman, whatever you are, who can suck up an enemy and gain all its powers. Kirby has enjoyed tremendous success over the years, along with a couple of failures, no question about that. But that's not what's important. What's important is Kirby has consistently been one of the best video game characters that we have ever seen in the world of gaming, making him, without a doubt, one of gaming's greatest hits. What makes this giant ball of fun so lovable and so great? I mean, there's so many things. I mean, look at him. Come on. How can you not like that face? He doesn't look evil, doesn't look menacing, he doesn't look like he could do any damage to anyone, but that's the trick. He looks innocent. He's not. He can suck up and swallow an enemy, then gain their power and use that power against other enemies. That makes Kirby awesome. I mean, come on. How many... Okay, there are probably a lot that I'm not thinking of, but how many game characters do you know that can actually do that? I'd like you to name some while I'm sitting here doing this. La 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 la. Oh, did you think of some? Probably not. I doubt it. You probably did, though, so good job you if you did, bad job you if you didn't. But how can you not like Kirby? He's Kirby. You have to love Kirby. I could probably sit here and praise Kirby all day for all the games he does, like Kirby with the, you know what, I can't actually think of any Kirby games. I know there's a new game Kirby coming out eventually called Kirby's Epic Yarn, but I can't remember any of the old Kirby games because I haven't played a Kirby game in ages. But I assure you there are great Kirby games out there. There are a lot of great Kirby games out there, and there will be more in the future. Well, that's it for Kirby. Let's move on to another of gaming's greatest hits, misses, whatever, okay? Now, it should come as no surprise to anyone who knows me that the Mass Effect series is on gaming's greatest hits. Because let's face it, the Mass Effect series is so far one of the best series to tell a story and to play games and to have stuff transfer from one file to the other that I've ever seen. I love this series, and there is no doubt in my mind that it deserves to be on my list of gaming's greatest hits and on the list of gaming's greatest hits and misses for so many different reasons as well. Firstly, the amount of characters you get from game to game is just amazing. I love all the characters. Ashley, Garrus, Grunt, Tally, Jack, Miranda, Jacob, Garrus. Did I say Garrus twice? Who cares? Commander Shepard. How you can customize what Commander Shepard looks like. How you can customize what he looks like in the second game. You can change the way he looks from the first game to the second game, and that's pretty cool too. You can have. There's just so much that's cool about this game. It's hard to get it all in one go through. The way you can choose your path, whether you want to be a Paragon good guy or a Renegade still good guy but more of a bad guy type of person. I mean, the Mako in the first game was pretty bad, but they got rid of it in the second game. They heard our complaints, and they got rid of it for the second game to make the second game even better and a potential Game of the Year candidate this year. And that makes me really happy. That shows that this game has a lot of potential. This whole series has a lot of potential. How your choices in the first game affect what could happen to you in the second game. Like, let's say you help someone really good in the first game, you might see them in the second game, or if you kill them, you won't see them in the second game, or anything in between. I don't know, really. There's so much good to say about this, like how the fighting system improved from 1 to 2, how the weapon system improved from 1 to 2, how so much has improved, and the dialogue choices, the choices throughout the game, all of it's just amazing. This is one of the most amazing series I have ever played, and I can't wait. Whenever 3 comes out, I will be the first in line among many people standing there waiting to see how this epic journey comes to its conclusion. in the probably one of the biggest finales we will ever see. Well, that's it for this part of That's it for this part of gaming's greatest hits and misses. I am Golden Warrior 0000. I said 4 zeros this time instead of just saying 4 zeros. I said all 4. You get the idea. Well, I will see you in the next part of this video, whenever that may be. Goodbye.